You are welcome again to the Guru's Perspective as we enumerate the third and the last, what do you call it now, of this narration of the result of presidential election to know whether we elected our president or the president was selected or the president was appointed. I mean, as long as the judiciary is always involved. So I will run straight in order to conclude this segment, which is the third of this narration. But again, please, the comment box is there. Your comments are very, very necessary to develop both parties, because whatever we are doing here, we are always looking forward to a greener pastures of development. So we must struggle for that. Each time we embark on what I would always call voyage of discovering, we want to make the water look calm, and so that the sailing at whatever knots per hour will be good enough. And you are welcome. I was saying, and that's exactly what I want to enumerate now, that in 1979, when that case was decided, was the date of birth of undemocratic processing of producing a properly elected democratic candidate. Nigerians lost the opportunity. After that, Nigerians should have gone to the drawing board to say, hey, hold it, wait a moment, what is happening to us? Why is it that it is not what the electorate has done that is producing the president? It is the judgment of judiciary that is selecting or appointing a president for us. For example, listen to this now. On this very matter we have, because we have too many political parties, 19 political parties coming into one election, 19. And the logo of the 19 were it's a very long list, and they came into the election. But look at it. At the end of the election, President Bola Tinubu of APC pulled 8 million votes across the country. Atiku Abubakar, Vice President, His Excellency Vice President Atiku Abubakar of PDP, pulled 6 million votes across the country. His Excellency Peter Obi of the Labour Party pulled 6 million votes across the country. Then His Excellency Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso of NNPP pulled 1 million votes, not across the country, of course, but he might have picked one vote here, another vote there. Let us do mathematics. Simple. 6 million of Atiku Abubakar plus 6 million of Labour Party, that is Peter Obi, that will give us 12 million. Plus 1 million of Rabiu Kwankwaso, that will give us 13 million. But the president we have now, how many votes did he pull? 8 million. If you move 8 from 13, that is 5 million difference. What's the difference between this and the American system? When you might win the popular votes, it could be like Hillary Clinton got President Bush, was it Bush? Yeah, beating with, was it Bush? No, was it Bush? Trump, beating with 3 million popular votes. But the electorate vote gave victory to the other party. So we now see our president today garnered 8 million votes from across Nigeria. The people say we don't want APC, we don't want Bola Tinubu. Either now gave 13 million votes differently. But who is now the president? And that is the Nigeria constitution cookie will just crumble. That's the way it crumbles. But then I go back to 1979. We would have started a misadventure to say, no, let us regulate. Let us do something about this constitution so that the constitution will not give undue advantage to a person that probably wouldn't have been there to become. How would that be done? The number of days to litigate over who is properly elected or who wins should have been reduced. For example, in Kenya had only 14 days to decide this matter. Because we would have seen the days in 1979 of a man who popularly being regarded having won but not too clear. Now, the Constitution allowed that person to, while litigation is on, to be sworn in as a president. The Nigerians might have thought of it, but our representatives either in the National Assembly, did not deem it fit to look into this and amend the law. Because as long as you have a man sworn in, when the issue of legitimacy concerning his election had not been totally dealt with, and the man presides over affairs of Nigeria as president, being referred to, Your Excellency, sir, President of Nigeria. Take, for example, Bola Tinubu. He is be sworn in on 29th of May. He became the president. Accolades and everything coming to him. Then, by virtue of him being the president of Nigeria, he became president of ECOWAS. Now, how do you really think that a judgment will come later to unseat such beneficiary? It will be impossible. So this is what Nigerians would have looked into in 1979 to bring an amendment. One of the reasons why democracy is moving faster and moving with speed and moving with sweetness of democratic benefit in Kenya is this reason, because the matter is decided within a few days before you think of swearing any person in or not swearing any person. Because once a man is sworn in, one, apart from the accolades, apart from the adverts that will come in all the media, the person presides over the pulse, over the till of Nigeria. The person presides is the president to disburse funds and everything. And for that reason, favors naturally will come to him. Because it is very, very, is a straightforward logical conclusion. Favors will come to him. And even from the judiciary, from the legislature, from the executive, from the populace, favors will come to his way directly. Then the judiciary is made up of judges. Which of the judges wouldn't want to favor the president, who might have one thing or the other as a favor to return back to him tomorrow? I'll give you an example. In the case of Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, the contest he had, was it against Obasanjo or something, which he lost when he was a CPC. There was a minority report, judgment, from one of the justices that sat in the panel. Eventually, when Muhammadu Buhari became president of Nigeria in 2015, what happened? That man who gave him a minority judgment, Buhari did not forget the man. Even at the age of 80-something going to 90, Buhari appointed the man as Nigeria ambassador to United States of America. And we saw the picture of the man. When each time he would go to meet people, the walking stick he had, was not enough to hold him upright. People were by his side, just what is being done to Paul Biya in Cameroon. Each time he's moved from Switzerland. So it tells you that this type of favor would always come. And nobody will want to offend the president. So everything naturally will be flowing his way. And whatever that naturally flowing his way will be pleasant things. So it is therefore not too logical to expect that he will lose the election. Of course, they've told you that Supreme Court of Nigeria is not only court of justice, it's court of administration. And however they decode, even if they are told you that we are not going to deal with technicality, we are going to deal with reality of this matter, it would be absurd to expect anything to the contrary. That was my take from the 1979 election. And until this is dealt with, we shall keep on having election that the president will be given to us by Judiciary, either by means of appointment or by means of selection. Then the president that is to be elected or that have been elected or that the electorate had in mind to come will not get will not be, that expectation will never be met. It is for that reason that as they move to Supreme Court, I wish all of them well. I wish President Bola Tinubu, who came as candidate of APC, meaning I wish President Bola Tinubu and APC well. I wish His Excellency Atiku Abubakar and PDP well. I wish His Excellency Peter Obi and Labour Party well. And I would always wish the three of them well. But my expectation from the Supreme Court of Nigeria is that the judgment will not be different from this. I think it might be safe to say that President Bola Tinubu should be preparing for his second tenure, because this one is given and taken. The Guru signs off here, but please, that's your comment. I'm waiting for it very, very eagerly. We shall come back with another topic. For now, the Guru signs off.